This past week, starting on the road at Northwestern, I thought we played one of our better defensive halves of the whole year to hold a pretty potent offense to 24 points. But anytime you're on the road, you always know that it's going to be more difficult to score than at home. And we struggled in that part of things and went, pretty long stretches, not only without scoring, but giving ourselves a chance by getting teams in the bonus. Each quarter is a goal of ours, and I thought our defense was really, really active for 3 quarters against Northwestern. I thought the game got away a little bit when they got some easy baskets in transition in the fourth quarter, and I thought we were able to kind of put that game aside and really concentrate on all the good things we had done the first time we had played Ohio State, and really it felt like in the Big Ten had been our best, following of a game plan and really executing in Columbus. And from the very start, you saw why Kelsey Mitchell from Ohio State is one of the best players in the country. She was able to control the entire tempo, which was the one way we felt like if we could keep the game in a lower possession game, grind it out on both ends of the floor, it'd give us an opportunity just like we had in the first game. And really at that point, even with calling early timeouts in the first half, we never got to that. And she was able to do what she wanted a majority of the game. Not discrediting her, but she did things she's done for her first 3 years. She made deep threes. She got into the lane. She found people. And again, it took us an entire half to realize one of the things we felt like would be our advantage was to get to the free throw line. And for the game, we were able to do that and be able to have Kayla McMorris go 14 for 14 to, I know it's listed as third, but, whenever you're perfect from the line, that's going to tie a school record. She just didn't get to 17 attempts like the record that is above her. But again, taking care of the basketball and transition defense, I really thought on Saturday were the huge issues that allowed Ohio State to play they wanted to play. They'd been in the high 80s 3 of the last 4 games. They finished with 96. You're just not going to win games in the Big Ten, allowing people to get to where they want to get to on the floor. I think, that part of things, we still have a lot of basketball. And as I sit up here in a press conference and today, just that part of it's opportunity for us to get back on the practice floor. It doesn't matter if it's fifth-year seniors or freshmen, kind of getting through the first part. We're in the same process of this part on February 6th that everybody else is in the country. And you can either look at it as opportunity, as glass half full, or you can look at it as how quick can the season end. And I refuse until they tell us we can't play anymore or practice with this team. We will take every bit of this time and try to make this make progress for us moving forward.
You've seen, especially in the last couple of games, spurts of Kayla McMorris being the player I think you need her to be, want her to be, and other times she gets to the line a lot, but she's 0 for 9. She had a great half recently and then got shut down the second half. What's your take on her progression over the season and maybe grasping what's expected of her in this role?
Yeah, I thought the part I was pleased with, she's had other games where she hasn't shot it well from the field, and that's taken the aggressiveness out of her. I thought that part in the Ohio State game, she continued to attack, even though she hadn't seen the ball go in from the field. I think that part, you're hoping for more consistency. And I think that part of not getting caught up in what we're running, somebody else is getting some opportunities, which I think happened in the Indiana game when she had 13 in the first half. You've got to go get your opportunities. And I thought that's what she did in the second half. Is she, whether it was in transition, whether it was an off and off an offensive rebound, whether it was something we were running specific to action to try to get her to, have the ball in a position to succeed, she had the same mindset on every catch. And I think it's something as simple as that, is you can't being consistent when you have the ball in your hands. And we need her to be an offensive focal point and not hide. And I think at times when things aren't going the best for our team, maybe they're not going the best individually for her on the defensive end, she's got to be able to put that aside and continue to have that aggressive offensive attacking mentality. And you're right, Dennis, that part of when you get to this point through the season, you want to be able to say, you know what, Kayla attacked for 40 minutes, win or lose. And that mindset of, I think you should, going 14 for 14 from the line was great. You hope when you see the ball go in a little bit more, there's a little bit more confidence. I thought she had 2 really good looks to start the game. And then her third shot didn't happen until the second quarter. And I just think that consistency of hunting her shot, that will help keep her out of being, having those ups and downs.
Getting 3 players in double figures, is that kind of a step in the right direction, would you say?
I just feel like if we don't have somebody who's going to get us 20 to 25 points. We understand that, so we have to do it by committee, and I think we have to be able to do it with a balance of our perimeter and our post players. And I think that part of, I thought Aviana Young has been really efficient the last 2 games. And, Suzanne Gilreath, had a good game against Ohio State. We tried to put her in positions both in transition against their press as well as in the half court where she'd get some good looks at 3. But I think that part of you should have 3 people in double figures in a game that has that many possessions. And that leads back to the issue of that's not what we wanted from the tempo and the pace, just knowing how potent offensively Ohio State is. But I think you can build off that part of different people stepping up, the efficiency side of things on 2 of those 3, and the ability not only Kayla getting to the line 14 times, but us being able to get to the line 36 times. I think Diane has in there, that's the most since 2000. And it was something we felt like helped us be successful in the non-conference. We've not been consistent with that. And I think it can be a strength of ours during the Big Ten play.
Right. I know Coach Gard says you can't yell about missed shots, but are you happy with the quality of shots that you're getting?
I do feel like in the games, it's a fine line because I think you are trying to build confidence in our women on the floor and being able to put them off certain actions if they get a good look and it doesn't happen to go in. I think that part we're constantly trying to positively motivate them. I think we probably take, anywhere from 5 to 7 shots a game that I think our players, and we show them on film and go through it, are shots that were not in our offense, not in our, not something that we work every day in extra shooting or position work or things like that. And I think we've got to understand, and those aren't necessarily just at the end of the shot clock when you're forced to at that point. But when you run actions and you get a good shot, you've got to be ready, to believe that's going to go in because you've put yourself in that great position. One thing we talked to our team about, there's 2 things we'll never be able to do as a coaching staff. 1 is make a shot, and 2 is stop somebody. And I think there's got to be a pride of we got ourselves in a position to get a great shot. There's got to be a belief by the person shooting that it's going to go in, and then there's got to be a belief with their teammates that where's this going to come off? They've got to believe it's not going to go in so we can be better rebounding-wise.
Anything else for Coach?
Thank you.
Thanks, Jonathan.